Hello. Recently, I signed up for a draft league for the first time ever, the Cutlass Draft League, and my first battle is coming out very soon on the channel, so watch this space, make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. My first battle is against Loremother, who drafted quite the team. They managed to draft a Gothitelle Lapras combination, which is terrifying for perish trap reasons. By the way, this league is battled under doubles rules. Like, it's VGC, but we do get to take all 6. And we draft 10, and we fight under double battle rules, but with 6 Pokemon, obviously. But yeah, so the Gothitelle Lapras combination is pretty scary. Alolan Muck, Galarian Slowking, Hydrapple, Meowscarada, Volcarona, Blissey, Galvantula, and Vespiquen. So, here's my team that I have formed for this. So, there's a few bugs, as well as Lapras being obviously an ice type. Blissey doesn't do great against rock. So there's a fair reason to take a couple of rock types. So I've got my Minior, who was my final draft pick and is generally considered the weakest member of the team, but I think could put in some work here. I love Minior. If you've watched my Pokemon Sun Wonderlock, you'll know why. I love this Pokemon. So we've got White Herb so that we can Shell Smash without losing our defenses. We've got Stealth Rock, because if Loremother does bring a few bugs, I'll be setting up rocks, you better believe. We've got Acrobatics to take advantage of the White Herb being used, and we've got Meteor Beam, because that's like a really powerful rock type move, but it takes like a turn to charge, but it boosts your special attack as it charges. So we've got all the investment in physical attack for Acrobatics, but we've got a way of boosting our special attack in Meteor Beam. So it's sort of like a mixed attacker. But also a little bit bulky with the ability. Obviously we're taking the purple version, and yeah, so part of the reason I've got Meteor Beam is I'm a little worried about this perish trap situation, and would love to be able to hit the Lapras super hard with pretty much anything on my team. Rock is super effective against Lapras, with it being part ice type. So as much as Minior might not be the best Pokemon to go up against Lapras, if that's what ends up in there, I want a way of doing a load of damage real quick. Okay, that one's called Star Player because it's the star member of my team on the Wonderlock, but also it's a star shape. You get it? Next we've got Groucho, the Alolan Golem. So again, really thinking about Lapras here, but also giving some thought to that Gothitelle. So Volt Switch will obviously be perish trap proof. We've got Thunder Punch for a more powerful electric type move. I've not put a rock move on Alolan Golem. I think they'll be kind of expecting that. I've got Block. So my thinking is if Loremother tries to perish trap me, I can block them back and then Volt Switch out with Groucho and save Groucho completely. We've also got Fling, and we're holding an Iron Ball. So, yeah, the thinking that's the most powerful item. Golem's already super slow, so it doesn't matter that it's slowed down. But if we fling that Iron Ball, that is 130 base power dark type move. Gothitelle is not going to appreciate that. Not going to appreciate that one little bit. So that's my plan there. The plan is to try and murder the Gothitelle if we get perish trapped, but obviously it depends on what we've got in at the time, and I want to be able to deal with the Lapras to stop it setting up more perish songs. So yeah, that's Groucho. All the investment on both of them is basically in attack, but Minior's got speed and Groucho's got HP. Now we've got Carl Johnson, the Scrafty, who's carrying an expert belt because he's got quite a bit of coverage here, and Moxie in case we get any knockouts. So this is, you'll notice a lot of the start point of this team is very physical attacking. That's Gothitelle's weakness, and I really wanted to cover for that. I know Lapras is quite good defensively, I believe it is, but hopefully I'll just be able to deal with Lapras some other ways. Gothitelle is my scary thing because of just the ability to Perish Trap with Fake Out and Protect makes life very difficult for dealing with it, so I just want to be able to. So we've got Knockoff, because I imagine most of Loremother's Pokemon will be holding an item, so Knockoff is a good opener. We've got Close Combat for the Lapras, and for other fighting weaknesses, Bliss is there, for example. Trying to think what else is weak to fighting oh, Meowscarada's weak to fighting. So there's a few reasons to use Close Combat potentially. We've got Fire Punch for the bugs, and for Meowscarada again. What else doesn't like Fire Punch? I think that might be about it, but still, I thought it was good coverage. And Head Smash, because that's a really powerful rock type move. Loremother has a bunch of rocks, has Lapras. I think rock is super important to me in this battle. Like, that could be one of my only ways of dealing with like Volcarona. Vespiqun's really not going to like a rock move, so having a few different options and having the rock move on Scrafty rather than Golem is probably a little bit unpredictable, hopefully. So yeah, same spread as Golem basically. Same method, like just a bulky physical sweeper. Next we've got Solgaleo, the Pyro, who has Flamethrower, Snarl, Hyper Beam, Fire Spin, Assault Vest, so boosted special defense but can only choose attacking moves. I only have attacking moves, so that's fine by me. And increase that weak special defense a little bit. This is our first special attacker. We've got a boosting speed nature to try and outspeed a lot of things, but we've got Flamethrower, Snarl, Hyper Beam, and Fire Spin. So Flamethrower is fairly self-explanatory. Snarl obviously has that chance to lower the special defense, which is great for Pyro. Hyper Beam is kind of like a Hail Mary. Like if I feel like Pyro's about to go down, we've got really high speed, we probably outspeed a lot of things. I'm going to just smash a Hyper Beam to get a stab Hyper Beam where I'm not worried about the recharge turn. Is super fun. And I've got Fire Spin because I can trap the Perish Trappers, or at least one of them, in with me. If I can, like, if I could, for example, trap the Gothitelle where there's no way to kill Pyro in that turn, so that Gothitelle can't switch, like, that'd be so good. So that Gothitelle dies to the Perish Song. Like, I would happily take Gothitelle and Pyro going down together. I would happily take that, if I'm honest. Loremother's team does have a bit of a fire weakness, but I think I can cover it elsewhere. I almost brought Infernape with the punchy ability, the one that boosts all the punching moves with punch coverage. But then I realised I already had 3 physical attackers and I probably needed to attack on the special side a bit. So yeah, here we are. Next, we have Autumn, the Alolan Exeggutor, because she's the Autumn colours. Oh, I've gone for Unnerve on Solgaleo because I don't know what mix of genders, but I want to bring a male one because obviously it looks more like a Solgaleo. It's got the mane, so I think there's a chance a lot of Loremother's Pokemon will be female. Gothitelle and Lapras, I would say, lean female. Meowscarada, even though it's probably majority male because it's a starter, it leans female design-wise. Bliss is all female. Vespiquen, I believe, is all female. So, like, I didn't want to have a rivalry and lose a load of damage to that. So we've gone with Unnerve. Why not? Okay, we have Autumn, the Yachi Berry Harvest Alolan Exeggutor. I'm really hoping, basically, this is just like trying to Lapras proof a bit. Might not even end up being necessary, but I was tempted to. There's one that boosts your special attack when you get below a certain health, but I think Lapras without the Archieberry probably just one bombs. I haven't actually damage calced it, but that's stab quad effective, my dude. That's a lot. So yeah, I figured I'd just protect against the Lapras. But we've got Harvest to try and get it back. We've got Giga Drain to get health back. We've got Calm Mind to try and tank kits, but also to replenish our special attack if we decide to drop some Dracos. And we've got Dragon Pulse so we can do dragon damage without dropping our stats every time. Bulky special attacker. All attacking team so far. So I did bring Blastoise, Purple Turtle, the Blastoise with Leftovers, with Torrent, and this is quite a support set with Helping Hand, Life Dew, Iron Defense, and Flip Turn as the only attacking move. And it's not bad, I think it's like 65 base damage, but it allows Blastoise to switch out. It allows me to save Blastoise from Perish Trap. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, if you count both of Groucho's methods, Perish Trap counters, because I'm really paranoid about that. Like, they were Loremother's first 2 picks. Like, I know good and well that that's a strategy that Loremother wants to use. So, yeah, I'm being a bit cautious with that. Let's just say. I have no idea how this is going to go. Let me know in the comments. It's too late, by the way. By the time you see this, the battle has happened. Obviously, I don't want to tell Loremother what I'm going to be doing. So I'm uploading this after the battle happens. But, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of the team and what you would do differently. Just to go over it again, Loremother's team is Gothitelle Lapras, Alolan Muck, Galarian Slowking, Hydrapple, who, honestly, Hydrapple I haven't prepared for at all. Whoops. Meowscarada, Volcarona, Blissey, Galvantula, and Vespiquen. So yeah, let me know what you would do with my pool. My pool is Blastoise, Alolan Sandslash, who I did consider bringing as my defensive mon, but I went with Blastoise instead. Arcanine, Hisuian Arcanine, Scrafty, Alolan Exeggutor, Alolan Golem, Alolan Dugtrio, Pyro, Infernape, and Minior. I don't think I've gone for like an absolute optimal team. In terms of like what are my best Pokemon. I have tried to build a team around what I think. So what I did was I started with Loremother's top 6 Pokemon drafts, and then took out Hydrapple because the tool I was using didn't know anything about Hydrapple, so I just took it out and used the 6 of the top 7, and then sort of looked at what they're weak to, and I thought I'm just going to try and overwhelm, like, because Perish Trap feels like quite a strategic thing, so I figure if I just go all out attack but have a few things in hand that can counter it somewhat, I figured that was quite a good way to go about things. So yeah, I just weakness spammed the top 6 out of the top 7, and then once I'd done that, I then filled in some blanks using the other Pokemon in case she brings them. Like, there's a lot of... I apologise. In case they bring them, I think they, them is Loremother's pronouns. I apologise if I've used the wrong pronouns in this video. What was I going to say then? Yeah, so towards the end of the draft, there's 3 bugs, for example. So I did stack up a little bit on rock. I did an extra rock move in, and an extra fire move as well. There's Blissey down there, so I made sure I had like I already have a couple of rock types that will kind of wall Blissey a little bit, but I decided to obviously bring an actual hardcore fighting Pokemon move thing as well. Expert Belt close combat on a Blissey with low physical defense isn't gonna go well, so for Blissey. So yeah, it's that's how the team has been built. I wish Loremother the best of luck. Looking forward to the battle. I think I'm gonna lose. I'm not particularly experienced. I think the last time I did anything competitive in Pokemon, like any competitive battling, was like Gen 6. So not expecting loads, but would love you guys' support if you'd leave likes, if you'd subscribe. The battle should go up tomorrow, but, you know, not 100% on that. But also, check out the actual Cutlass channel, where everyone's battle videos, analysis of how the league's going and people's teams and stuff like that. Like, all sorts of stuff to do with the league is going up over on that channel. So do check that out. The link will be in the description. Yeah. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been EBEZA, you've been amazing, and I'll see you next time.